Hi, I'm Shel Israel. I write books and I speak about technology's relentless influence on work and life. I'd like to tell you today about my newest book, Lethal Generosity. It really looks at the convergence of five technologies: mobile, social media, location technology, of course, data, and sensors. It looks at their convergence with the first generation of digital natives, the millennials, and how this changes the marketplace. The millennials are going to be around for the next 50 years. They're already a majority of the workplace. So they are your customers, they are your employees, and probably of greatest significance is they're going to be inventing the companies that compete with you. I look pretty deeply at three of the business models millennials have come up with so far. You've heard of a couple of them. The sharing economy, which isn't really about sharing so much as the efficiencies of software platforms over brick and brand companies. The second is cause marketing, which is really based on the fact that most people like to do businesses with companies that do something of social significance, such as Tom's does for barefoot children. Thirdly, I look at a term that I invented, millennial kiritsus, which illustrates how these new companies are really using the power of networks in unprecedented ways. To incumbents, I have a few pieces of advice. One is Uberize what you can. In other words, if you can't beat them, join them. Secondly, I talk about pinpoint marketing, which is harnessing these new technologies to allow every customer you have, wherever they are, whenever they are, to have a very personal, customized experience based on what you know about them, based on where they are, and based on what their intentions are. Finally, I take a pretty deep look at advertising and PR in this new age of context. How does advertising work when the 30-second spot is coming to an end? And how does PR work when every person is a journalist and every company is a media company? I look deeply at this, and I hope that people who read my book will walk away understanding how they can develop better practices of their own to outdo the best practices that their competitors are using. Thanks. Hope I meet you someday.